Secretary Health Research, Madam Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, DHS Director Health Services, Shri Jagdish Prasad, Dr. Jagdish Prasad, Shri Deepak Lamba, ladies and gentlemen, people representing the healthcare sector, especially in the health brands. First of all, I would like to thank the Economic Times for giving me an opportunity to be here this evening and interact with the leaders of the health industry and people who are working in the healthcare system. It is indeed a matter of great happiness that when we are discussing about the health issues, we are also here to commemorate and to give the awards to the people who have been working in the health brands and coming out with the health brands. Certainly it is a source of encouragement and it's going to encourage them in coming times. When we talk about health system, we all know that we are facing dual challenges. The challenges of communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. We are facing the challenge of the gap between the urban health care and the rural health care. We are also facing the challenge of the gap between the private healthcare and the public healthcare. And so when we talk about healthcare, we have to see in a holistic manner how we can bridge these gaps. I'm not talking only about the healthcare system where we are talking about the rural or the urban or the private and the public. I'm also talking in terms of the region-wise also. The healthcare system in the south and the healthcare system in the west is better than the central India, the eastern India and northern India. So when we have to address the issue, we have to also see to it that we develop a strategy which takes all these things in a holistic manner. I'll be very happy if with the health industry or people who are working in the healthcare system and working with the health brands come forward with the health research department in a PPP mode for research, for development of not only the facilities, but the appliances also. We need equitable appliances, we need affordable appliances, we need quality appliances. So when we talk, I feel that in this direction, the Government of India is keen to see to it that the people from the industry should come forward in a PPP mode so that we do research together. One of the pharma companies have come forward. We are doing research in malaria in tribal area of Jabalpur. We are trying to go forward in this direction in different parts of tribal areas so that we can develop the healthcare protocols in the tribal area and do research in the best possible manner. But when I'm talking to you about all these things, I would also like to say one thing very clearly, that the scene in India about the healthcare is not so gloomy. It's not so discouraging. It has got some very positive aspects also. With the introduction of the NHM, we have done fairly good. And I must share with you that the IMR, the MMR, the TFR, and the under 5 mortality, the decline is faster than the world pace. India is going faster as far as improving these parameters are concerned, the IMR, the MMR, the TFR. So this is the positive story of our healthcare system. And we are trying to see to it that to fill the gaps so that the logistics can be provided better. To bring the pregnant mother from home to the institutional delivery, for institutional delivery, taking her back again to the home, seeing that any surgical intervention is done or complication develops, that is also to be addressed. All these minute details are being worked out. When we talk about universal health coverage, it is not only a slogan, we are trying to convert it into a reality. And when we talk about universal coverage, health coverage, right the day a lady becomes pregnant, we start taking care of her by giving her iron and folic acid, by giving neonatal tetanus. You will be happy to note that now WHO last year has declared India to be neonatal tetanus free. We are now neonatal tetanus free. This year we are yaws free. India is now yaws free. So there are many positive sides also which we have to see to it. And when I talk, not only that, when the child is born, previously we were giving 7 types of immunization. Now we have increased it to 11. We have added IPV, we have added measles rubella, we have added rotavirus, and we have added Japanese encephalitis adults. Now, because of rotavirus only, 10 lakh children were admitted in hospitals and 80,000 used to lose their lives. But by introduction of this rotavirus vaccine, and that too indigenous vaccine, I must share with you, and that is because of all your cooperation that has happened. We are able to see to it that we are able to save 80,000 lives, and we are able to reduce the hospital burden by 10 lakh children yearly who were being admitted because of diarrhea. So not only that, we have developed a life cycle approach right from the day the mother gets pregnant till the girl child or the boy reaches the stage of adolescence. Screening is done, detection, defects are being addressed, and also see to it that the boy or that the girl gets the iron and folic acids so long as she becomes adolescent. So it's a life cycle approach which we have developed. And not only that, we are also trying to see to it that we give free diagnostics and drugs facilities at the district level and the CHC level. So it's not only a slogan when we talk about universal health coverage, it is a reality. This year, our Prime Minister has declared that we will go for National Health Protection Insurance Scheme. Out of 1.25 billion people, 40 crore people will be covered in the scheme. An insurance of 1 lakh rupee yearly for a family without any capping on a floater basis will be given to every family who are economically weaker, and which comes to about 40 crore people. And not only that, all senior citizens above the age of 60 will be getting an extra coverage of 30,000 rupees on a yearly basis. So we are trying to see to it that health coverage, health protection, health insurance, all types of facilities being provided accordingly. I'm happy to also say to you that we have been able to arrest HIV, tuberculosis and malaria, and now we are making it go towards decline. It's on the decline side. You'll be happy to note that we have added 1 lakh HIV patients whose CD4 count was previously, when it used to get reduced to 350, then only the medicine used to start. Now, when the CD4 count comes to 500 also, they are also included in the treatment, and that is how 1 lakh HIV patients are included into the treatment process. We have also started the third line treatment for HIV. We are having a national-wise, very exhaustive survey of multi-drug resistance, MDRs, so that we are able to detect, bring the tuberculosis patients in the registry and through notification, and see to it that we are able to give them the free medicines. Approximately this year only, the machine to detect what you call it CBNAT machine, approximately every district is going to get one now, and so that we are able to detect the tuberculosis. So what I would like to say that there are many initiatives which the government has taken to see to it that we are able to give better health facilities to the common man and bridge the gap between the rural and the urban, between the private and the public, and also region-wise also. We have concentrated on Central India by starting an All India Institute of Medical Sciences at Raipur, at Bhopal. We have also seen to it that there should be an All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Orissa. We are starting in Calcutta, West Bengal. We have given one All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Assam. We have given two All India Medical Sciences in Jammu and Kashmir, one in Himachal Pradesh, one in Punjab. So we have taken practically care of central India, the eastern India and the northern India as far as the tertiary healthcare is concerned. So there are many initiatives which we are trying to take, but one individual is not the repository of all wisdom. We need your suggestions also. We need your inputs also, so that we can give a better health facility. And I would like to share with you that with the private players, we should come forward with together to address these issues. When I was talking to CII in one of the functions in CII, I formed a committee. The committee is working on it. I formed a working group. How we can work in PPP model. How we can bridge the gap between the public and the private, the gap between the public and the private healthcare system. How we can bring together now this dialysis program. Within 1 year, we wish to see that every district hospital should have the dialysis facility. And we are ready. We have kept 900 crore rupees this year only for this purpose. And we are not going to purchase any dialysis equipped machine. It is for the private party to do it. We will be there to see to it that the BPL will be given the dialysis facility free of cost, and the payment will be done by Government of India. And as far as the APL is concerned, we are going to regulate the charges. But this is one area where the private players can come. And you can come out with better suggestions also. There are many areas where we can work. Research is one area where we can work together. ICMR, the Department of Health Research can come forward, and we certainly you can do the best with us, with all together. One thing I'm very proud of private players is that when I talk about pharmaceutical industries, when I talk about medical equipments, when I go abroad, on all international forums, India is being supported, and it has been applauded by all, saying that because of India's pharmaceutical industry, the African nations have been saved from HIV, and they really applaud us, they really support us, they really say thank for that. And that I would like to thank you, because it is all because of all your initiative that we have been able to do it. We have become a challenge to the West. I know that the Americans are thinking in terms of having wanted on the international forums that they should have an oversight about the India's pharmaceutical industries, which we said no. We protected our own country's interest. But I must appreciate that whatever you have done, it gives laurels to us when we go out and when we discuss about the Indian pharmaceutical industry, how good they have done. Today, when many of you will be awarded with the best brands, I must congratulate Economic Times for giving this an opportunity to me. And I must also appreciate that they have chosen healthcare brand as one of the areas to be supported. It's really commendable. I appreciate and I thank for giving me an opportunity to talk to you. Thank you very much.